everyone? It's Mike the Middleman Check. Today, my fro is popping. And guess what? Episode number 7 of the evolution of Kayatick. Today, we're going to talk about, I think, the most impersonal word in business, branding. But before we start, let's go ahead and start one of our t-shirts. This one here was done by Stephanie Parker. We actually did this at my buddy's studio at Rad Pro. He has actually some rooms that you can block off, and we actually sectioned off a room. We went and videoed the whole thing. She almost had it done before we got there. I think she did actually. But we did catch some on video, and as like normal, I will place a link in the bottom. You can check out the design from beginning to end.
Does the tree of life bear fruit? And if we pick it, do we become wicked witches? Anomalous, risky business, anonymous, spitting interest for the wandering, pondering, honoring the god of scientific. I am lifted explicit.
This week we're talking about the impersonal word of branding. I hate that word. I think it's the worst word in business. Everybody's talking about brand this, and they protect the brand, and all the different, jargon that goes with branding. I know what they get. I understand the meaning that you want to put your product logo and your product's name, and your products in the people's face so that they know that when they want to get something, like when they want to check out that underground hip hop, they're going to Kayatick. But I think it's so impersonal because everyone is like, oh, well, I'm do this for the brand, and I do this for the brand, and we actually do it for the community. We do it for the family. We're looking to actually build a community of hip-hoppers that love underground music. So we do underground music, we do underground artists, we do b-boys and t-shirts, of course, as we talked about in previous episodes. And everything does have the Kayatick moniker on there. We have our graffiti artists spray paint, our Kayatick logo. We have DJs mix in some of the Kayatick, styles and apparel when they're doing their things for us. Our music does say Kayatick, so we are actually, I guess, in a sense, branding what what people would normally do is branding in business. But for us, it's not branding so that Kayatick is the place where you can buy this stuff. It is more of branding of creating a community of people that say, hey, I love underground hip hop. I like, people that are actually grinding and still working, trying to get on, or maybe they are on, they have a fan base, but, underground hip-hop is, kind of what I like to be in. I'm not really with the mainstream, and I don't really like, some of this, or maybe you like it all, and you just kind of want, your little mix-up of underground hip-hop, whatever. I want people to understand that my name, Kayatick, for our business, we wanted to kind of be synonymous with that. We wanted to be something that, people understand, like, hey, you know what? When you think of Kayatick, you think of underground hip-hop, and feel like they're actually family, So when they're, when they're looking for underground hip-hop and they feel comfortable, they feel like, oh, this is my big brother that's showing me, somebody that's new or something like that. We want that feeling. I don't want somebody to feel like, well, in order to get the, the best hip-hop, it has to be this brand or whatever. I mean, if you can find better underground hip-hop or find some different underground hip-hop, by all means, bring us onto it so we can share as well. Like, I want it to be community and not necessarily branding. But I do understand the importance of branding. I understand that putting your name, putting your logo, putting that into front of faces of people so that they know exactly what you do is very important. I just think the word branding in itself is very impersonal.